Here we go. Testing, testing. How do I sound? Guess I should probably listen back. Here we go. My name is Bekah Cloud. I am 32 years old. I live in Florida. I've lived in Florida for most of my life. Prior to that, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Where do I start? Oh, good. Kitty's coming to help. Come here. Come here. Oh, she has to be in it. Oh, gosh. We need a thumbnail. Okay. Smile. Okay. Things feel really heavy. Palpable. As soon as I feel like I comprehend the gravity of something or feel like I'm getting close to managing, something else comes and whacks me over the head. Cat's eating the plants. So it wouldn't, fix that in post. Where was I? Things have been hard. And I know I am not the only one. Almost every single person in my life is living at this higher state of being because of just so much valid anxiety that's happening at the moment. And I have been sitting in this place of trying to find my next big project, my next big purpose, possibly getting closer to my greatest purpose. And I haven't had a lot of clarity on what that is exactly. I have floated around the idea of opening my own yoga studio online for a year and a half, maybe 2 years now, and have just stood in my own way of making those things happen. And I just want to heal myself, heal others, heal my community, people that I know, people that I'll never meet. And maybe that isn't through yoga right now. But how can I show up to heal? And something that I have a lot of enjoyment in and a lot of purpose in is getting to know other people and having conversations and learning about their lives. I, in my not so distant past, was a speech language pathologist at a rehab hospital. And so every single day I worked with people in some type of medical need, whether that's they just suffered from a stroke, a heart attack, a brain injury. For some reason, their speech, language, cognition, or sometimes even their ability to eat and drink was impacted. And a lot of that life and a lot of that atmosphere is very heavy and has a lot of grief to it. But my favorite part, it was the people that I got to meet and getting to hear their stories and learn about their lives before whatever happened. And then help them through that process of healing what had happened and working your way through finding maybe some acceptance in a new normal. And in my own way, I am going through that process every single day. I clearly have my own medical needs that I've had since the day I was born. Some are newer than others. Some impact me more than others. But most days I have some type of symptom that I'm managing. And I think it has been almost even just the last couple years since I had to step away from that job as a speech therapist, that I've had to go through my own acceptance journey of finding a new normal. And it has been so wild and nothing that I could have ever predicted. I'm up to 190,000 followers on TikTok and this amazing community of people that cheer me on and, want to see me shine, which has launched me into this space of finding new acceptance and admiration of myself. They taught me that, or at least this opportunity of being seen in such a public way and getting feedback, whether that's positive or negative, has sent me into this place of acceptance that I don't think I had before. I have a very complicated relationship with the word disability. It really wasn't in my vocabulary prior to this little TikTok journey. I distinctly remember back in my drinking days, so that'll be another episode at some point. As I think it's 6 years sober. I lose count. That's so bad. Just because it's super not a part of my life anymore, which I'm very, very grateful for. So, sidetracked. That'll happen a lot. But I distinctly remember having it wasn't even a night. It was definitely a day of drinking. It was still daytime. And a really good longtime friend of mine that I to this day, love, 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 love so dearly. And I think she probably had more insight and acceptance than I was ready to face at the time. We got in a huge fight, a drunken girl fight on the street over me not wanting to use the word disability. And it was something that she was, wanting to me to accept I was different. I probably was, venting to her about the way someone looked at me or something. And fast forward now, we're both sober. We're both in this spiritual practice. We had lunch the other day. It was amazing. She's, doing tarot, and just love her. I love her to death, and what we've both, our journeys that have kind of coincided through years and years and years now. But now I'm using hashtags like disability TikTok and disability advocate, disability representation. Whoa, to just have those coincided memories. And that kind of brings me to what all of this rambling is. Why am I here? Why are you listening to this? I'm really interested in hearing people's stories. I believe that my story, the things that I have been through and the lessons that I have learned, and maybe the perspective time has given me, has purpose for others. And I know that I'm not unique in that. I know that every single person on this earth has a story and has something that they have had to overcome that has the potential to heal others. And whether that means it's a hilarious story that just might make someone laugh on their way to work, or if it's something like sobriety, or I suffered tremendously with an eating disorder for many years. I hope to have many conversations about mental illness, as it can be so isolating. I hope to have conversations about chronic pain and disability, because it can be so isolating. But like I said, I also hope to have many conversations about joy and about success and how people have overcome and accomplished incredible, incredible things. And if I can shine the tiniest little spotlight onto these people's stories, it would be an honor. And I feel very drawn to give it a shot. So, So I almost said, Shane's calling twice now. Hold on. Let me answer. all is well. Shane is fine. This may, where's the camera? This may be a pretty chaotic podcast. What I was getting at with all of the woo-woo talk was that I likely will start every podcast as I start every day, kind of setting an intention, and lately allowing some oracle cards to be the medium to which I can communicate and allow spirit to communicate with me. So just shuffling. You can't see. Ooh. Okay. Hello. Popped right out. Love when that happens. How many we got? 3. Perfect. All right. All right. So, I like to think of this as Spirit's blessing for this new journey, this new medium for healing. And her message is first perspective. None of the, oh, I like this one. None of this matters. So, okay, let's start off. Oh, she always humbles me. Spirit. I'm stressing over this. How it's going to look, how it's going to sound, none of this matters. None of this matters. Oh, okay. Zoom out and find common ground. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like I don't even need to read the other 2 cards. That's what I want to do here. I want us to zoom out, have these conversations, listen to these conversations, and find something that we have in common. That maybe it's someone with a disability or someone with mental illness that you would never think struggled with that. And all of a sudden you see a little bit of yourself in them. Once that happens, once people are able to find common ground and see themselves in others, that's where empathy, connection, compassion resides. That's where it starts. I don't want to get into COVID. I don't want to get into politics. But there's something about you can say, what you want to say about the pandemic, and there's so many different perspectives on it. But there's something about that first time someone gets it. we're 18, 19 months into this. And I doubt there's anyone listening who doesn't know someone that has been affected. And I hope with all of my heart that those people that you know are okay. But once you know someone, it's all of a sudden your problem too. And it's real. So if I can start conversations and make other problems real to you too, then I feel like that maybe is where my purpose lies in all of this struggle that's happening. Finding an avenue to which we can all find common ground. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, do I even want to? I still have 2 more cards. And again, these flew out. I didn't pick these. That's how powerful Spirit is in my life at the moment. She's been turning lights on in the middle of the night. So I'm listening, I'm finding my purpose, I'm doing it, I'm taking action. Here we are. A new earth. New journey, new earth. The message that comes with this card is, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So whatever that vision is for me, for you, it may seem really far away, but it's still there. And you're still moving in that direction. It's happening. It is happening. Final card. Star bathing. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. I got my crystals. Ooh, I have more handfuls over here. Delving deep, staying open, activating, staying out of my head, into my action. So I'm here and giving this a shot. So I probably should add at least a little bit of detail and structure to this. This is a formal introduction to my podcast. What's your story with Bekah Cloud? Like I've been saying, I will be having conversations with people of all walks of life to have a platform for them to tell their story. Through those conversations, I will be saying and sharing a lot more of my own story and experiences, hoping to create a community of authenticity, healing, and love. Some of the podcasts will be filmed. Some of them, if they choose not to be on camera, which is always gonna be an option. So these may at times just be audio, but all of this content will be found on my Patreon, which will be linked below. And I hope to see you there.